Tate
Arrested.
gets put in cuffs along with his brother. What do we think about this?
Wait, is that real?
It's real.
Like real?
Yeah. Like,
No, the reasoning is that real?
so he did get arrested for human trafficking, but I mean, their house got raided, correct?
In Romania.
In
I
Romania.
say, didn't that happen before though? And they already.
Well, it was suspected.
Well, this time, yeah, it's allegedly, of course, that it was an abduction of 2 girls.
Yeah.
That is where damn, that was a crisp. That was very crisp. I don't know how long it's been in the fridge out there. I'm surprised.
It's been since last week.
Those happy
That's
dads
it.
never
They
go
look
down.
like they got beat up.
It does look like it's beat
In our
up.
cooler.
Oh, okay.
In our cooler for a couple days.
Damn. But yeah, it's, I guess it's all allegedly right now. There's questioning them, but
So
But
what
it's
might?
not like in the U.S. though.
No.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
because
he's good.
He lives out there.
They didn't even know though.
Right?
That,
Like he can't get arrested.
well, it depends on where it happened at. We don't know, like where they got abducted. But I guess they didn't even know he was in Romania at the time, and then he posted something, and they seen that he was in. They seen his location because I think he posted on Instagram.
That's tough.
So
That sucks.
Brandon, my brother-in-law, was thinking maybe. And he's just speculating, obviously, but he was thinking maybe they had like prostitutes over there, or like what are those?
A call girl or something.
Yeah, call girl over there, and maybe she was involved with some human trafficking thing. So then they were
Oh.
Like,
involved
countries
with
like
it,
that,
so they have to
like,
arrest.
It's pretty big.
Oh yeah.
So he was.
So it's like he's kind of indirectly.
Yeah, I mean that was a theory. I mean, obviously it
Yeah.
could be he's directly involved, but
Well, they said
Just because it's like maybe like it's property,
yeah.
kind of like
They said it was
Like
in
Vic.
relation. Oh god damn. Damn. They said it was in relation though, or in connection with. Not that they're like accused of doing it themselves, but they, I guess, were some way. Like maybe you said, have people, some females over. Hey, 2 of them are abducted. Little do they know.
yeah. So I guess it could have happened that way, but everyone's gonna use that as a see. I told you he's the shittiest human on the planet,
That's facts.
and I mean if it comes out to be true, then you won't really be able to argue it anymore. But
Piece of shit. If true.
I forgot who it was, but some famous person's Twitter got hacked this week, and it said R.I.P. Tate that he died, and it blew up on Twitter. But
the hell?
that person got hacked. I forgot who it was, but that was this week too.
Got me thinking.
Predicted the
maybe
Yeah.
maybe they were predicting his career was gonna die.
Oh.
But
That
he
might
was
have
about
been
to
that,
get but he was about to get arrested.
RIP to his career.
Yeah, Jesus.
Probably what it was.
What does he even do?
I mean,
How he got his money
Yes.
was
top G, bro. What do you mean?
Philanthropist.
No, I mean, seriously, I've never heard any story about how he became wealthy.
how he got his money was like sex work, but not him. Basically, like him pimping people out.
Pierce Morgan.
Wait, when he played chess?
Well, that was the account that got hacked.
Okay.
Oh,
we
was
had
his
we had
account?
a
His
slight
There's
little
4 or 5 posts, but one was it said breaking news: Andrew Tate shot dead in Dubai.
Yeah, so the account was Pierce Morgan, who got hacked, that Jake was talking about earlier, that said he was shot dead in Dubai.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but, I mean...
He was hacked. He said
No, yeah. Like I didn't know it was Piers Morgan though. They just got done with an interview. They had an interview a couple weeks ago together. Damn.
And then they tweeted a couple about a few other people off his account.
Yeah, Ed Sheeran and...
They call him Ginger Fuck.
Yeah.
And then
Fucking love it.
who's the other one?
the queen.
yeah, the queen.
Yeah, the
Like
queen. Get a haircut, you bum, or something.
My God.
Yeah,
That's the fuck the
Jesus.
queen, and they get a haircut. Whoever Boris is.
Oh, he was the prime minister, I think, over there.
He said, "Get a fucking haircut, you ugly bum." At Boris Johnson.
God damn.
They probably like berated his house. Like in 30 seconds, he probably had their SWAT over there just kicking in, horses everywhere. Oi!
He had to get a pot of tea ready for him. He's like, fuck. Pouring it up.
Had the crumpets in the oven.
Crumpet.
How many lumps?
Just waiting.
How many? He does have a shitty haircut though. Y'all seen him? Bro, he looks like my nephew's fucking hair. Like
Whoa.
straight blonde hair. I swear to God. He's 2. This guy has
Oh,
hair
I
like
thought
2
you
years.
meant Lenny. 4 little stray hairs.
No, it's my cousin. Yes, bro. He looks like he got Homer Simpson hair, dog.
At that point, just shave it
Bro,
off.
just get rid of it.
Shave it, dog.
That's the same
Go
thing that
bald.
we can... Never mind.
Whoa.
Never mind.
Say it.
Say it with your chest.
We good.
No, now you gotta say it.
We
What?
keep it civil. We keep it civil.
No. You gotta say
We
it.
keeping it civil.
Because I don't know.
No, we're keeping it civil.
Oh,
we're not the one that wanted to. Okay.
Hey, you know, if you balding, just get rid of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, shout
Oh.
But-
No, say that for later.
But
out.
anyways, oh, you already.
Hey, at Thanksgiving, I texted the group chat with me, Casey, Kelly, and Brad. I said, why does Nancy's haircut look like Brad's?
She had a fresh face.
She like,
Respectfully.
it was like layered like that.
It was nice. It
And
was
then
a
Brad
good
said,
haircut.
why are you balding like Jim or something?
No, okay.
What'd he
come
say?
on. Yeah, so
Damn.
why you and Jim got the same. Come on, man. It was just jokes. We never disrespect Jacob like that. Or
Yeah, so
Treasure.
if you haven't already noticed, got a little special guest on today. Top 3% in male earnings
Wait, I thought
in
it
the
was two.
world.
I thought it was 2%.
It's 3%.
I thought 3% for
3%.
women and male.
Well, it's
And
top.
then-
He's a top 3% earner in
Yeah,
the
he's
world.
up there.
And it's not on the fans. The OF.
It's
No,
not
it's
on
not,
the
not from the fans. He's
Or-
a top 3% earner in the world. He's got a fantastic beard. He also endorses this podcast.
He is our top sponsor.
He
I do
owns
some
it.
He's
tech-
our only sponsor.
I did some
Mr.
tech
Ray
work.
Jones.
What's up?
Let's get a round of applause going here. Yay!
I do some tech stuff on the side. I just twist stuff.
Yeah, he's our,
Run a
he's also
small
our
tech
handyman.
He does everything.
God damn.
And I mean
Take that
everything.
wallet next week and just.
Hey, did you do that? Or was that your dad?
It's not me. That's level.
Oh, God.
Shout out to Jim.
Might have been my stud finder, but
It definitely was your stud finder. 100%.
You say it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
my
what
own
do
shirt
we-
today.
What do we got today, boys?
Oh,
We got a lot.
I know Dylan was wanting to jump into some stuff, about what his
Okay,
I was gonna say
so
something. Never mind. I don't want to.
so a buddy at work named Anthony, cool dude. All right, he introduced a new podcast to me today, and it basically talks about the paranormal. Right?
Ooh, a little spooky.
Yeah, very spooky. So.
spooky.
I love that shit.
Yeah. So this podcast, I believe it's called Blurry Lines. Blurry Lines. I feel like I'm saying that right. But this podcast, it's these two guys that talk about anything mythical, like giants, anything you can imagine, right? And they had this Navajo Ranger on there that spent time in that area.
Triple OG.
Yes. And he was a ranger in the Army, I believe, and he wanted to be a Green Beret, but then he went out there to kind of do that thing. And he saw a lot of shit that is unexplainable, I would say, talking about hunting Bigfoot and then talking about the skinwalkers out there.
Whoa, what do you mean by skinwalkers?
Okay, so skinwalkers are people that can basically shapeshift into animals or other people by getting their DNA, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you seen this before? Have you seen
Yeah,
anything
have
like
you
it
heard
before?
about
No,
this?
I haven't heard shit
Bro,
about
look,
it.
it's pretty. If you see the videos on it, it's pretty fucking.
Because I'm going to be
creepy.
honest, it sounds like Cap off rip.
It sounds
straight
it,
Cap.
it sounds ridiculous.
Right.
I will agree. While I was listening to it, I was very much trying to keep an open mind. But the thing that got me thinking is these people are going up to this Navajo Ranger that they were reporting to him like, oh, we had this really weird thing happen last night, and he had to investigate them. But these people didn't want their name said, didn't want to be didn't want to be affiliated with it at all. So why lie about it, right? Because normally when people talk about Bigfoot or anything ridiculous, they want to be in the spotlight
Trying to get
about
that
it.
clout.
Correct? Wouldn't you agree? Like whenever they're saying something like that,
Yeah,
they want
they're
to
very-
be the person in the news talking.
Yeah, they're
about
very
it.
like, I saw Bigfoot.
Yeah, exactly.
God,
Whoa.
So
Jesus.
So basically, a skinwalker is someone. It is a person, and once they get like the DNA of whatever they want to shapeshift into, they can do that. So
What
there
do
was
you mean
this.
by getting their DNA?
So like if they want to change into let's just say a coyote, they basically would like kill the coyote or get its pelt or whatever, and just have it on them so they could change into this.
It sounds off the wall.
It
but if you
sounds
see-
super nuts, but
If you see the videos, I seen a video, right? And it could be Cap, obviously. But what it normally consists of is like if a skinwalker, right? Now this is allegedly, right?
I'm gonna be honest. This sounds like a racist term. like you would use it.
What?
You talking about a redskin?
What are you?
No,
Whoa!
no. I
No,
don't.
I can say that. He can't say that.
No, I'm talking about like
You piece of shit.
it just sounds like you're like, oh, you skinwalker. Like I think it's because it's saying skinwalker. I'm thinking of like skinhead. I think that's why.
I see.
Anyway,
It sounds like someone who would be racist, not a racist term. I worded that horribly.
back to my story.
It just sounds weird.
Alex is also German.
Large in part. He's looking.
I don't have blonde hair, blue eyes.
God.
I'm good.
Yeah, take out the content.
Anyway, go ahead,
Anyways,
Nick Bradford.
back to what I was saying. It's a skinwalker in the form of, I won't say anything, in the form of a human, right?
Mm-hmm.
But so the person is showed. It's like their voice is talking, right? The mouth isn't moving. I don't know if y'all seen this video. It's been on Twitter before.
I haven't, no.
Mouth isn't moving, and it's kind of like
It's weird how to describe the body. The body's not like walking. It's just kind of like flailing this way, flailing that way, like flailing back and forth, like looking. The back is towards the person, but when they flail, like you can see their mouth. It's not moving at all, but they're screaming stuff like help. It's screaming help.
Yeah.
And the person's mouth isn't moving, and it looks like it's like a person possessed, like for real. It looks like a rag doll. But the person's screaming help in that person's voice, and someone's recording like, what the fuck is like, what's he screaming help for? And the guy like doesn't realize what's going on at first. Like, he's about to walk over there, and he's like, hold on, this shit's not right. Something's up. And the guy, he's not talking. Like his mouth isn't moving, but he's screaming. He's in the field by himself.
What the fuck?
It's super
Yeah.
fucking creepy.
Where's this at? Like,
Uh,
location?
Arizona.
Arizona.
Oh, it's
yeah.
U.S.?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
Midwest area.
There was one story he said that so the Navajo family was getting home. It was a husband, a wife, and 2 kids, I believe, and they see this coyote trying to get to their sheep, right? So the husband pulls out his gun, shoots the coyote in the side. All right, it's dragging itself off into the bushes or whatever, and he goes over there to kill it, right?
It's a fucking person.
What
the
he goes
fuck?
into the bushes and goes to like grab its leg, and it's a fucking human leg, and like there's the person that's shot, right? And they're covered in like white like body paint, basically, like someone took a sponge and like dabbed all over them. Their hair's the same color and everything. They called the cops. Cops didn't want nothing to do with it, so they called an ambulance, and they ended up like saving the person. And apparently, if you go up to a skinwalker, right? Apparently, if you say, "Hey, I know you're a skinwalker," basically they die in 3 days. This is like their belief.
Where's that from? I've never heard that.
It's part of the Navajo.
It's in the book. It's in the book of Skinwalker.
It's what he was saying as part of their like their culture or whatever. Or their belief is that once you. So basically, I wanted to bring this up for what do you consider super unbelievable, right? Because our universe is so big, right?
Did they drug test them in the
What?
hospital? Like do like a
I
toxin report?
feel like
They had
this.
like any like
I don't know. He didn't say none of that.
Off the shits.
Yeah.
See, so here's my thing with shit like this. I feel like if something like this in our day and age, with all the technology that we had and
We
all
don't
this
have
kind
that,
of shit
unfortunately.
like that, well, I know, but I'm just saying, I feel like someone would have said something to someone, and this news story would be like fucking huge.
But they could have though, because how often do we ignore shit like that?
We
all
always
the time.
do. Yeah.
You
I
know,
don't know, man.
because we immediately go, "That's fucking nuts. I'm not gonna listen to that." Right?
and that's
Immediately
fair.
what you did. You were like,
That's
that
fair.
sounds like cap.
Oh,
so
that's
then it
fair.
gets brushed off to the side. So it could be so many instances like this.
I just sneezed.
But because there's so many like stories that this guy, you know, it's obviously coming from his mouth and what he witnessed. But
No, this is a little off topic, right? But it's with what you're saying or what he was saying about you. Like, you're like, that's crazy. And then you forget about it, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all heard of Grasslands. Grasslands is built on an old dump, right? There's trash and shit underneath it, like under all the
golf course?
houses. Yeah, and all the homes out there.
Yeah.
Well, the Ledger, like once a year.
behind club, right?
Yeah, that one. The Ledger once a year puts out a thing like, hey, why are all these people in Grasslands getting cancer and dying? It's like a real thing. Like, but everyone's like reads it like, oh no, we should do something. That's fucking crazy.
Was
and
there
then
a lawsuit about that or something?
yeah, there's a lawsuit. There's a lawsuit on it. Yeah, and then people just forget about it. You know, so I kind of get what you're saying because
Yeah.
there was
Happens all
one
the time.
recent.
That's
and I'm like,
big money houses too.
yeah. I'm like, oh, it's crazy. And I just forgot about it until you brought this shit up. So I get it.
There's celebrities that live in there too.
Yeah. Verlander.
Upton,
Yeah.
Kate Upton.
Yeah, but it's like shit like this where, like I was saying, our universe and our reality is huge.
Well, yeah,
like
and
we're
that's
this tiny speck.
And that's the thing. We feel like we have such an understanding of everything in front of us.
Fuck no,
we're
baby.
so fucking far from it. Like, I guess to kind of go along with it, we're definitely not the only like life forms in our fucking system. Like, there's shit out there. There's no way that there can't be.
There's a bunch of shit out there,
and
right?
then also, I don't know if y'all remember, but I think I'm gonna butcher this fucking horribly. Do it. But it was something to do with, I think, some COVID thing that got released. But in the midst of it, they also released all the information about the UFOs that we had and all that kind of shit like that.
Yeah,
It was released, I think it was June or July of 2020.
Yeah, and
to
then
take shit away from that.
Yeah,
to distract.
exactly.
Yeah, they all-
But at the same time, now
Yeah.
it's kind of like, to go along with what you're saying, like, but we think it's so far fetched, and then he's pushed away. That is supposed to be like a big deal, but I don't hear fucking shit about it. Like, you would think that someone would take the time, go through all of it, and start exposing everything.
I read on Twitter, someone posted like a couple of, like the main reports. One of them was pretty, I mean, it's not like creepy or anything, but it was like how real it was. It was like a UFO kept flying around this ship in the ocean. I think it was Atlantic Ocean or some ship. The carrier, what is it called? I don't fucking know.
Aircraft carrier?
Aircraft carrier. That's the word, big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they kept flying around, and they thought it was like fucking like Russian, right? So they sent two, I think it was like F-22 fighter jets.
I think
if I
I know
remember
exactly
correctly.
what you're talking about.
They're chasing it, and then the pilots say out of nowhere, it was just gone, like they lost it.
So there was also another report from, I don't remember his name, I don't know if you remember, but he was on Joe Rogan's podcast talking about it. I want to say he was on Joe Rogan, because Joe Rogan's talked about it on his podcast at least. He's a fighter pilot, and he said you could see it on the radar, just it's there, and then it drops like instantaneously 2 feet above like
Sea level
or
Yeah.
something, or like above the
Jake's onto something.
floor, and then it's gone. Like, then it's back up and it's gone. And like, in order for something to literally fucking drop that quickly, that fast, and immediately stop and then be gone, like, that's something out of our like understanding. So it's either just a weird fuck up, and there's also fuck, dude, I'd have to go back and listen to him talk about it again, but he's got a bunch of those from like a pilot himself who says he like was following it or some shit like that. Like, so it's, I don't know. I think our comprehension of things is just so far behind of what we think it is. Just because the universe is so vast. It kind of goes with like religion and stuff. Because people will be like, well, aliens are real. When have you ever seen one? It's like, all right, well, we can use that logic for that shit too.
Well, that's exactly what I was saying. Some people believe in this almighty power that can, alter whatever they believe in it. But then you say
Satan
something.
worshiper, pal?
Huh?
Who you worship? Satan?
No, I'm just saying. People believe in God, right? And this all power being. But
and they will tell you he is without a doubt, 100% fact, real.
Yeah. But then you say something like what we were talking about, a skinwalker, and they think it's ridiculous that someone can turn into an animal, which in a lot of cultures, gods can do that.
Yeah.
So, it's... But there was another instance where he... back to the podcast thing.
Oh, yeah.
He was talking about tracking Bigfoot, right? And this lady said that a couple of her animals disappeared or something. So he was tracking this thing, said the footprints were huge, and the strides were... He would have had to basically done a split to do the strides that this thing was doing, right?
Oh, shit.
And they found fur and everything. They sent it off to a lab, said it came back as an unidentified predator, basically.
Really?
Where you got shot at?
Huh, what is it?
Where you got shot?
No.
All together? Oh.
Different
different
instance,
one.
sorry. But
Same guy though, right?
Same guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he has a lot of these stories.
He's talking about following Bigfoot.
Yeah, following Bigfoot. But then basically he followed him through a bunch, said he moved like a huge log in a swamp, basically, just like picked it up and moved it, whatever it was. And then he said all of a sudden it just disappears. Like
so he like saw it.
No, not the thing. He was just saying the tracks were leading, and then they
Oh,
saw
you could
like an
see the
area,
log that moved.
where
Okay,
the log got
gotcha,
moved,
gotcha.
and then all of a sudden the tracks just disappear. And then he kind of goes into, he thinks that Bigfoot maybe be like traveling through portals and stuff, which, sounds ridiculous, but it's like, we don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know, because this is the last story I'll talk about with him, but there was another instance where he drives a lot, so he got his car serviced every month, and he had to drive from where he lived to wherever he got his car serviced, and he said it took him about 2 hours to get there. And he was on this stretch of road, and then there was nothing but highway behind him and nothing but highway in front of him. And he said he blinks and then opens his eyes back up, and then he's at a turn all of a sudden. And he said it cut 30 minutes off of his trip. He got there 30 minutes more quickly than he ever has, and he says it's literally impossible because my truck wouldn't have been able to go that fast. Because he had an old 2000 Bronco or something.
So okay, but
Motherfucker fell asleep while driving.
No. How did he cut that time?
He said the time.
He cut 30 minutes off of his
time.
Yeah,
Because the turn cut 30 minutes.
yeah. He
I
said he
get
opened
that.
his eyes and he said,
He's at the turn.
okay, and he thought to himself, maybe I did fall asleep, but the stretch of road that he missed was kind of wavy and all. He's like, there's no way I would have been able to do that with my eyes closed.
If we can clone a dog or clone fucking animals, I think there's got to be some shit like that. I mean,
well, it's
like
how-
portals,
how-
like you're saying.
Yeah, how did he
Yeah.
make up that 30 minutes?
So there's also, to bring it back up again, there's a lot of talk about like when we see UFOs and all that kind of shit like that. There's a lot of talk that it's not like alien life forms or extraterrestrial life forms coming to us. It's shit that we have fucking made that is on the super DL.
Just super low.
So like
I got out.
yeah, it might not be like extraterrestrial life forms coming in and shit like that, but it might be something that we have been cooking up on the low, in order to obviously benefit us later on and shit like that. So that's
I
a
remember a
possibility
few years
too.
ago when people were trying to raid, what was it, Area 51? They were taking
Yeah.
guns and they were going to the
yeah.
area and they were getting stopped and it was a big deal and they had a big group.
Yeah. That shit.
I want to know how that started? Where they were like, "That's where every alien
It was
thing
Twitter.
is, Area 51."
Twitter, I think, right?
No,
Yeah,
I don't.
I think it was
I don't mean that.
I'm saying this with
because from
You talking about them old motherfuckers back in the day?
yeah, just in general, because anytime even when I was growing up, it was like Area 51. That's how you always hear it. And it's like, how did that start?
And then they said, nah, that's not real. And
Yeah.
then one day they said, yeah, it really
Yeah.
is real.
So that's the part that gets all fucked, because then people are like, well, why didn't you say that before?
Yeah.
What are you hiding?
And that's what. And there was another thing that guy said. Whenever they would be having meetings in the Navajo area, where they would be talking to the rangers, they said sometimes. They said sometimes while they were having their meetings, FBI agents would go there and sit in on their meetings and watch them.
Really?
See
Yeah.
that? I feel like if you, as the government, if you're wanting to hide that shit, don't do that.
Yeah,
Just let them fucks just talk about their shit, and then but when you show up, it makes it seem a little more real, because you're like, why do you need to be here for this?
That's what I mean. Like, the government lies about stuff like Area 51,
Right.
and then Jake was talking about people wanting to raid it and stuff, but they lie about stuff like that, and then release all these files and everything, saying, hey, a lot of this is true.
Mhm.
What else is there?
What the fuck?
Probably
was
a
that?
lot.
Fucking cat.
Imagine
Knocking shit over in there.
And then
Charlie just losing her mind.
they said that that place has they have 10 years or 20 years of technology that's past us.
Mhm.
They, right?
Oh, like ahead of us?
They got the
Yeah,
iPhone 20 in there, just
Oh, yeah.
chilling.
Dude, because they don't, as the public, I could be obviously talking out of my ass a little bit, but I would imagine, I think I heard it before about something, but I can't remember what it was exactly, but they had it years ahead, and then it gets sent out to the public later on. So they have shit
And then
already.
they have 10 or 20 years more worth of stuff
Yeah, exactly.
ahead of time.
Yeah. It's because they probably don't want us to lose our minds and create anarchy by releasing this stuff. Because
Motherfuckers go crazy.
Oh, they go fucking nuts.
we're 3 days away from the world basically collapsing on itself.
Elon Musk said he can keep us. What? He can live long or something.
I think
can-
he's
Oh.
working on something.
That is it.
No,
the
he says-
Neuralink
The
shit?
chipping.
He has
No, he's working
no,
on
he has something that can make a human live longer, but he's not going to do it.
Yeah.
Obviously, because
He's gonna do it himself. He's gonna be
I believe
fucking.
it.
but
He looks younger than he did 10 years ago.
Well, he got hair implant.
yeah.
his whole chest looks like a
In money.
In
That
the-
kind
or,
of helps.
Yeah, it does.
Man in Black.
Bro, his body.
Like
I
alien
ain't
pop
gonna
ups.
discuss. I ain't discuss another man's body, but why is he built like that,
Hey,
bro?
him and Nick
Mine
Cannon
back.
are going toe for toe for most kids, trying to repopulate the earth themselves.
Man, you imagine like being a son or daughter of Elon Musk? You're just expected to be a genius, basically.
You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like, what did they name their kid, bro?
It was
I don't
some
even know.
plane, some
It was
aircraft
X.
that he likes.
I thought it was X equals like fucking.
Well, I think
XR2.
it might have been a math equation and the name of the
Like,
language.
it was MX squared or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
this is a
It was
fucking
something
equation of
X plus
slope.
B.
Something crazy.
Hold on, Jamie's looking it up right now.
But no, so to kind of like go along with all that shit like that. So do y'all believe in
Yeah, that's
like
it.
spiritual entities and shit like that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
for sure.
Okay.
Well,
Because me too.
Let-
Like I don't know, man. It seems like it's so. I don't know. It's
That
such a weird fucking thing.
yeah.
It's
Well,
weird that. Oh, no, go ahead.
Well, I was just saying that was my point with bringing up all that stuff that guy was talking about. Because like, what is considered ridiculous? You know, at what point? Because there's a line that people don't want you to cross when you're talking about stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like you get to a certain extent, and they're like, "That's not real."
Yeah.
But why is it not? You know, why is there a barrier?
Because I haven't seen it.
Yeah, because it shatters people's
Because
reality.
you can't prove it.
Exactly.
Because it's unexplainable.
Yeah.
People,
Yeah.
if you can't explain something, people are kind of like, "Oh, hold on."
Yeah.
You know what I'm
What the
saying?
fuck you
They're
talking
offset. But what you're about to say, what you're saying, it threw me off because you said you believe in that stuff, but you don't believe in like. Not saying you gotta believe in God, just something else
No, so I kind of
Higher
figured that's
power.
where you're going with that.
or lower power.
I don't believe in a specific religion. I think
Yeah,
there is
yeah.
something
Okay.
that we came
Okay.
from, and that was my thing. I have a problem with religion. I don't have a problem in believing a higher power because religion to me, this might ruffle some feathers. But if there's only one God, why is there so many different religions? It's to fit the lifestyle that people wanted in a certain area. It was written for Judaism or for Catholics and Baptists and stuff like that. Like each one has certain things that they do and don't do
Right.
according to their religion. But if there's only one God, shouldn't you just follow one strict path? Why is there so many different things made for these people across this side of the world and this side of the world? Like everyone has their own perception of it. And
Right.
I think that's where religion gets mixed up, and people fight because of religion and shit like that. Like war happens because of it. So it's like, what good has it done?
Well, I mean, it gives people a purpose,
It
right?
gives you it
And the
gives
money
people
from
hope.
for this tax free
Churches are fucking low key money launderers.
That is true.
So my thing of it is I believe in a higher power in something.
Agnostic.
I think we as
That's
people
it. That's the word.
have construed it and used it to a human's benefit.
Yeah.
And like you know what I'm saying?
I could see where
Because
you're coming
I could see it back in the day where like you have rulers and shit like that, and they're like, we follow this religion, and I want to live this way, so they enforce it on everybody else, and then these people are like, well, and then you take some followers of it who live there under that rule, and they're like, well, fuck, this ruler sucks. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna start my own. And I'm going to take some aspects from this, but I'm going to use some new aspects that fit my lifestyle that I want to live. And
It's
it's,
like cults.
I mean, essentially,
in a
They
way,
break away-
every
they break
religion
away.
is a giant
it is.
cult.
It is.
I mean,
Do you? But you kind of But you kind of not shun people, but you kind of like you look at people differently, right? If they're devoted, like a devoted Christian, per se.
not necessarily. I don't look down on people for what they believe in or anything like that.
I thought you'd be cracking a few jokes at people.
I crack jokes about everything, about everybody.
Because in China they are putting Muslims in concentration camps just
Yeah.
for their belief. That's
And that's
fucking
fucked up.
insane.
That's fucked
Yeah.
up. That's the main thing, dude. That's why religion to me is like I can't get down with it. Like and that's fine if it helps you wherever you want to go. If it gives you purpose, gives you hope, and everything like that. That's great. That it works for you, and I'm happy that it does. For me, I look at it a little bit differently. I believe in a higher power, but I don't believe in a religion.
I definitely think it's how extreme you want to be with said religion.
Yeah.
You know, if there's definitely a lot of positives with religion. Whenever I would go to Gray City, and Andrew's the pastor's there, really good guy. I would always walk out of there with a better look on stuff. It was never like a, this is the only way type of stuff. Everyone, like, if you're not with us, we're against you. It was never that type of stuff like what you're talking about, where it's just separation. If you don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I kind of get that because, I used to go to church and stuff. I'm not like, I believe in, obviously, like, Jesus Christ. I mean, Jesus Christ was an actual person. It's just, I don't get too into it. Like, I don't agree with some stuff in the Bible, but do I believe in, yeah, I do. But I'm not like, if you don't go to church, like, fuck you.
You're a sinner.
You're a sinner.
And that's the other thing, man. Is like,
Everyone's.
I don't know. It's
Bars.
It's such a touchy subject too, because it's a lot of. Now, granted, obviously, it's not every person that's involved in religion and stuff like that. But usually, like, if I say something like this, it's I'm getting crucified and I'm damned to hell
Canceled,
and
yeah.
shit like that.
Especially
Like
nowadays with media.
Oh yeah.
So
People
it's like
hear stuff they don't like.
it's the complete
and
opposite
they just
of
attack you.
like literally the commandments or whatever one was like love thy neighbor and shit like that and like and I want to say never mind, I don't know enough on it to speak on that, but apparently there was something about like because like the whole thing is like God hates gays, like that's like a big thing, whatever.
Yeah.
But I never mind, I can't even get into it because I'd have to relook at it because I'm gonna butcher it and I'm gonna fuck it all up. But apparently it was misinterpreted, which is the other issue I have with that stuff. It's literally someone wrote it in a book, and then the story gets passed along, word of mouth. What happens with rumors? I tell you something, you tell somebody else, and then it gets back to me a month later, and it's a completely different story.
That is something I've always wanted.
And then, at that point, that's when someone's like, write that down. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's where it comes to human nature. I use that to fit my narrative. I think that's where religion has come from for me. Is like humans have used it to fit their narrative, which is in human nature, because we're all out to better ourselves.
Yeah. Let's see that.
No, I agree.
I'm done talking about religion. That's it for me.
This guy's a fucking hater, is what I just heard.
I wasn't prepared for that topic.
I wasn't either. I didn't know we were talking about that.
I didn't exactly mean to go that far into
I
it.
should have went to Bible study one
I
time.
know, right? No, I don't know. I heard that podcast today, and I just man, this is a really.
I'm gonna have to check it out. It sounds super interesting.
It's like I said, it's very off the wall, but at the same time, you got to think. There's so much out there.
Yeah.
Who are you to say like, oh, that's impossible?
What's that podcast's name?
Blurred. I want to say it's called Blurred Lines.
Isn't that a song?
Blurred
By
Lines.
yeah,
it is.
by like Pharrell or something like that.
Here, let me look it up. Okay. Blurry Creatures. Sorry.
Oh, Blurry Creatures.
Blurry Creatures.
That makes sense.
So they talk about
It's spelled normal. Yeah.
yeah.
Blurry creatures.
Yeah,
Two
Blurry
words.
Creatures, and apparently they were one of the top 100 podcasts in the United States.
Oh, good for them.
So
Hell yeah.
they've been blowing up.
Those topics.
Yeah,
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of people
Like
listen to
crime,
it.
like crime stuff, and then that kind of stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my god, dude, what is up with girls wanting to hear about fucking murderers left and right, dude?
They'll just be sitting there eating like a casserole, and then just his head was cut off, his nose was cut off.
Man breaks in and rapes 20 women and slits their throat and hangs their body, and like that's
Yeah.
and they're just normal
Loving
day.
it.
They're
Just
going,
background music. Background music at work.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there like,
dude. Like
I'm
that
never
shit
gonna
is
go outside
wild.
again.
Yes, background
Like
music.
man butchers 20 women who live alone, and they're just
Yeah.
living alone in their apartment. Just all right, time to go to sleep.
I
Like,
mean,
why? Like, how?
It's interesting to listen to, but I get what you're saying. They put it on just to relax.
yeah.
Like
That
one
shit's-
of our
that
one of
shit's
our
got me
good friends.
tense.
You got your keys on?
Yeah, one of our good friends who that's what she loves horror movies, and she'll put that kind of stuff on to like study. She'll listen to it while she studies, or just like I said, just to relax.
Thank you.
Like, nah, dude, that shit gets me stressed out.
I know. Listening to it makes me fear the world.
Listen to what?
Like, girls are just super into all that, like, murder, crime, mystery stuff, and they can literally watch that shit, and it's like the most horrific shit that we know is literally real. And
Shit
then they
do be
just-
happening.
And then they just go to sleep, like, to it.
Because Dylan said that podcast, Blur Creature, was a top 100. So I said that
Really?
kind of
Yeah, top 100 in the United States.
Like, about murderers, crimes and stuff. That's another good topic for podcasts. People, they love listening to
Yeah,
that.
shit's blowing up.
It's just cool to listen to people talking about situations where they were there for, whether or not you believe them.
Well, see, and I think the fascination with it is to go along back into the other shit is it's something we don't understand. Like, we don't understand the mind of a killer because obviously I don't. I would never fucking do some shit like that. So to hear about it, to get down to the nitty gritty, to figure out why they do what they do and the way their mind works and shit is very interesting.
Absolutely.
Because it's like, how the fuck could you? I don't know. How could you even think about like killing someone, bro?
Out of impulse, like
Yeah.
they can't help it.
It's fucking crazy.
Like,
Where like they don't want to,
yeah.
but they can't stop themselves from doing it. Like that's fucking wild.
There was a show I just watched. It's got Steve Carell in it.
Oh, where he's a therapist.
Yeah. And what was the name? Was it The Patient?
I think it's The Patient or
Yeah.
something. It's something along those
Anyway,
lines.
Steve Carell is fairly new. I believe it's on Hulu. But yeah, I won't spoil too much just in case you haven't watched it. But
The premise of it.
yeah, the premise is he gets kidnapped by a serial killer, and the serial killer wants him to get him to not do it anymore. Like, he doesn't want to kill. He just can't help the feeling like that he gets when someone's mean to him, in the real world. Like, some guy's an asshole to him at his job or whatever. He just can't help the feeling over the next amount of months. He just gets to a point where he's like, I have to kill this person.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a really
so,
good show.
It's the premise of it. Pretty much, I think he goes to Steve Carell's office or something like that.
Yeah.
As like a patient, and then he pretty much confesses to like the murders, and Steve Carell's like, "Well, I have to fucking." Oh, he doesn't do that.
No, not in that order. He kidnaps him, and like I said, I'm not gonna try to spoil too much because he gets kidnapped in the very first 30 seconds of the show. But,
Yeah.
But yeah, he basically kidnaps Steve Carell and says, "I want to get better. Help me."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then that's when he tells him, because he was talking to him beforehand, but he felt like he wasn't getting any better because he didn't think he could talk to him about that stuff, and he thought
because he knew he would have to go to like authorities and shit.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
My girlfriend has watched every single killer show, documentary, any prison thing. Like, I don't know, I'm a killer,
Snapped.
all that stuff.
She watches Snapped.
Oh, I'm sure.
Watch out.
She watches
Jacob.
everything, so it's kind of, I don't know.
Stay on your
I don't know
toes.
if I'm,
Yeah.
if I'm ever.
Oh, what'd you watch today,
if I
honey?
send you
Oh,
a
How to
letter-
Get Away
if I
with
send you a
Murder.
letter from Hawaii, or Europe, you might you want
Could
to
be
go
under-
there and look for me.
Gonna be under an
Glad
alias.
you told us now.
What would your alias be? Rake Jones?
Huh?
So what would your alias be? Rake Jones?
I don't know, maybe.
How creative.
I don't know, maybe.
They'll never catch me.
Who is this
Larry Dice
guy?
or something.
Huh?
Penny Larry Dice or something.
Jefferson Steelflex, I personally like that.
Oh, there you go.
Nah, come on now, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure. Oh, what's up?
But now that we're done with the paranormal,
Oh.
I mean, if you want
that's
to,
fine.
we can talk
No,
about
I
it
like
more.
that ghost shit. That's my
Yeah.
shit.
I mean, I definitely,
I wish vampires were real. That'd be fucking cool as shit.
maybe they are.
Dude, that'd be
We
fucking
don't
dope.
know. I mean,
I would,
you know what I mean?
I'd be one. Fuck it.
Yeah. But,
Okay, never mind. I just seen a movie about vampires.
The Invitation?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good. I liked
Yeah.
it.
My girlfriend always watches Vampire Diaries, so that's always going too. So
dude, she's like going to become a serial killer and a vampire at the same time.
it's a lot. Shows
It's a lot.
Just walking by, just getting bits and pieces of it.
Fuck me. God damn it. It's a good show.
Yeah.
It's a good show.
Vampire
What show?
Diaries.
Yeah, what show? You watch Vampire Diaries?
I may have already watched it a long time ago.
He watches it every night when he goes to sleep.
Such a sussy baka.
You're not denying it.
No, I'm just kidding.
That was your moment.
That's your comfort show? When you put on when you go to sleep?
No, that's New Girl.
Oh yeah, dude, I watch that every night.
I've personally seen New Girl 8 times because he watched it so much. I didn't even want to watch
Bro,
it. It was
one of
just
those-
always on the TV.
It's one of those things where it's like, it's on, or it's not on, but I can't find anything else, and I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'm just gonna watch a New Girl. I did the same
Damn.
thing. I did the same thing with Parks and Rec. I did the same thing with
Love
The Office.
Parks
like,
and Rec is fucking love it.
so fucking good.
So another topic I kind of wanted to touch on.
Touch it.
How long do y'all think you could last without going crazy without food?
Without
week?
food,
Probably a week.
Like before you started getting
delusional.
no, not delusional. Before you started stealing, begging for food,
Oh.
attacking people for
Oh,
food.
okay,
It's
okay.
probably like 2 or 3 days. What? Stealing? Yeah, no. You're talking about
Not
no
like-
money to buy food?
Like
you talking about?
You couldn't get it.
Oh,
Like
I know I'm in a situation where I'm not gonna be able to get food without doing that shit.
Yeah.
A day.
Hey, respectfully,
A day.
it might take me a little while, but my ancestors, I'm cropping, dog.
Living off the land,
I'm living off the land.
What
Yeah.
you think?
out the mud.
2 days without Outback.
You mean no fillets?
No
fillets,
fillets.
Nah, fuck. I don't know. I mean,
Jake.
to do a crime, right?
Yeah. To get to the point where you would be desperate enough to steal from somebody or
I probably wouldn't have enough energy to do it.
Yeah.
That's how long.
I'd probably beg to. I don't think I could steal from someone like that. Please.
So apparently this guy did this study back in 1905, but he said 3 days is how long it would take humanity to lose their shit without food.
What
Like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You miss 3 days of that, we'd be willing to kill people.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna be
back
honest.
in,
I believe
back in
it.
1905, they probably had what?
Fucking
they had
rations
3 meals a
anyways,
day,
bro.
Like
Yeah.
clockwork.
Well,
I mean,
it might be worse, though. We have a lot better food.
I was gonna say
Bad
I
for
think
you.
I think it would be worse now because of it's so easy to get food.
Yeah.
So the
The addiction-
second that
the addiction and all that,
the
yeah.
second that
Everybody's
that's
routines.
gone. I mean, dude,
And
I think
we're
maybe
also-
just because like working at a retail grocery store and stuff like that, we see people go fucking nuts. Like if a storm's coming in and the store is gonna be closed for a day,
Yeah.
losing their fucking minds.
Think about how much people react when they can't get a certain thing that they want. Like let's say,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you're out of Velveeta mac and cheese.
What
Rain
am I
check.
supposed to eat?
Brain
No,
Yeah, rain check.
legitimately, like they will literally be like, "Well, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to eat?" And it's like something else. I
You're in
don't
a
fucking know.
grocery store.
Like they lose their fucking minds.
Bro, I was at the gas station for the last hurricane. I'm filling up my truck, and I think I'm on the phone with Trevor at the time. Someone, and we're talking about like,
Shout out, Trev.
happy birthday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
happy birthday,
Trevor.
Triple OG.
You'll hear this a little later, but
You old motherfucker.
I love you so much.
Facts.
Sorry.
But it was about we were talking about like people going crazy over the storm. I'm like, hey, these motherfuckers out here are crazy. I look around the pump, bro. There's a guy with 3 gas cans filling them up. I'm like, oh shit. I whisper, I'm like, oh god, there's
Look over. He's
there's
just
one
crying.
of them. He's like shaking.
Just trying to prepare.
gotta have gas for my bunker.
I'm like, bro, what? I didn't even lose power for that second one.
Oh, you didn't?
The second one now. The first
it's-
one.
13. That was 13 hours or something. I was out of power.
Oh, yeah.
No, the second one. Wait, when was the second one? The second one
Oh,
didn't
I
do
know what you're
shit,
talking.
right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking
That
about.
was like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
tropical storm.
Okay, yeah, that one. He was.
The
Yeah.
second one was on like a Wednesday and a Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
it was that one.
Came across and then went back through Ocala that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the one it was about. This guy was fucking filling up gas tanks to run his generator for 2 weeks.
Like it's one thing to be prepared. Like you know what I mean.
Jake's like, that was
Being
me.
in Florida and stuff like that, you know, we do have hurricanes, so it's good to be prepared. But
Yep.
people lose their fucking minds over shit, bro. Like it's wild. So I can only imagine it's gonna take. God damn.
Gotta stay hydrated, ladies and
Hide in
gentlemen.
that flask.
It's half a gallon.
I can see like if an emergency broadcast comes up and it's like all fucking income or movement of food to stores and shit is stopping right now, like there's a crazy emergency going on, I guarantee you in a matter of an hour stores are fucking filled, people are fighting, like all that shit like that.
100%.
Like because that's people lose their fucking minds about shit.
People were fighting over toilet paper during COVID.
Yeah. And think about
I
that
watched a video where this old lady was fighting with this probably woman in her 40s over toilet paper.
And think about that
Motherfucker's
for a
crazy.
second also. Instead of going in whenever like the COVID started and it was all about need to be healthy, all this kind of shit like that.
Yeah,
know
vitamins and
You know what
stuff.
they didn't take? Vitamins and shit. They fucking went in and bought all the toilet paper and not buying food, they're buying toilet paper and shit like that. And they're not getting vitamins.
That blows my mind. Why the fuck do you need toilet paper in a pandemic?
No, because you're not going nowhere.
You'd be shitting.
Yeah,
So-
but just get a fucking
you
rag.
You need 24, you know what I'm saying? Extra fucking rolls of toilet paper for, what was it, a week and a half you gotta stay, like, by
Yeah,
yourself?
because
It's
Publix
still
never
10 days.
closed.
Yeah,
so
we never closed.
so really,
Just hours adjusted.
yeah.
It's fucking outrageous, bro. There should be, like, a fucking toilet paper outages.
Yeah, they had to put like a limit on it.
Because I got a cold, bro. Come on.
Tinfoil hats.
Goddamn.
Hey, I'm just saying.
And that's but I mean literally the pandemic I guess is a good way is a proving point of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, something went down, and they were like, you can't leave your house. People lost their fucking minds.
People went nuts, and we still had access to stuff like food.
Yeah,
we
we
didn't even get cut off.
Yeah.
You know,
I was still going out to eat.
But
Hey,
it's still
I was
getting
that
no one was
person.
there.
I was that person.
hey, bro. I mean, you know, you get sick, you get sick.
It's one of those things where it's like, you gotta let people make their own decisions.
100%.
They can, no, I agree.
Because the thing is, like, if you have this mandate out and you're like, if you go outside, you're gonna die. The only people that are gonna die are people who choose to go outside. So it's like, you made your decision.
Natural selection type shit.
You know
Kinda.
what? Well, I didn't get that about the vaccine because people were like on everyone's ass about getting the vaccine. But if you get the vaccine, you're safe, right?
Allegedly.
Allegedly, right? Allegedly, whatever.
They
But
ended up lying about that, saying like, "Oh, if you get the vaccine, you won't get it."
Yeah.
Like,
natural
it just
immunity is the
boosted-
best
It's better.
immunity.
It's
yeah.
better.
Yeah. But
Now, if
okay,
you have both, you're fucking golden.
Yeah, if you got it and then obviously recovered from it, then that was like your bet.
right.
Your body was built for it.
Yeah.
But like, I don't get it.
It's like people that yelled at people that weren't wearing a mask when they
Yes.
were wearing a mask. It's like
You're wearing that. Like, you're good.
you're fine.
Exactly. Why do you care about me?
Yeah.
That's what I don't get. You're vaccinated. Why do you care if I'm not vaccinated?
And that's then they would ask them, be like, you're wearing a mask. Go, you're fine, right? They're like, yeah, but it's about other people's safety. Oh, so other people that are also wearing masks? What's the fucking big deal?
Yeah, I mean,
Right?
it's-
And those masks didn't even work.
No.
People still got it.
People were wearing bandanas and shit like
I
that.
got
like-
it. I got COVID like 2 or 3 times, and I always had a mask on.
3-0, baby.
3-0. What's up?
God damn.
Natural
I
immunity.
was on my deathbed for
Yeah, Jake was
2
sick.
weeks.
You
Jake
lost
in my
like,
room.
I think you lost like 20 pounds.
That's 20 pounds. It was
Yeah.
bad.
Holy shit.
He was legit slim
Couldn't eat.
thick.
I remember you
Oh,
walked out
true.
one day and it was.
It's flat, yeah.
No,
Damn.
Like everything was baggy. Like I didn't have a beard because I was supposed to get a haircut, so I was already behind. You know, then I got sick for like 2 weeks. It was rough. I looked rough. Just beard, hair long. My
Fucking
cowlick was going the wrong
rugged.
way. It was-
Still
I missed the Super Bowl.
Oh,
I had
yeah,
to watch Super Bowl all day from my room. Like watch every little, news thing from the beginning of the morning all the way to it.
Yeah.
It was bad.
No, I was sick for a day. Like we had our little get together or whatever, and went to work, and was like kind of feeling like shit. And I was like, man, I kind of feel like fucking shit. Left work. That day was like kind of like feeling pretty sickly. Woke up the next day. That's when we got the text that like hey, if you're feeling kind of ill, you might want to go get checked kind of thing. So I went and got tested, and then it was like, yeah, you got it. But the day I went to get tested, I felt perfectly fine. Like I was
Yeah,
fine. I was
I
chilling.
remember you were fine by then. Like,
And I was like, oh shit! Like I had one day where I just slept all day, and it's like I sweated it out or something, and then I was good. So for the 2 weeks that I was out of work, I was like, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
You know what's kind of fucked? I don't know how it was I posted.
Well, you're fine.
Did your company pay you the whole 2 weeks, or did you have to burn your time?
yeah, we paid.
They
got
paid.
Okay, if you got the second time.
So now what it is, if you're, they might
You
have,
still get time off for
if you're
COVID?
not vaccinated, you're not getting paid for it.
Mm.
I'm
That's a big HIPAA though. Your work can't know.
I was
HIPAA.
about to ask that. I thought
So there's a way
your
around
workplace can't know
Technically,
if you are.
It's a
or
HIPAA
not.
law. You can't. But
maybe I was lied to
so I'm just.
by
I know that's a fact about
someone.
HIPAA law. So.
No, I was just wondering though because at my place, so they paid for your first 2 weeks, right?
Mhm.
If you got it again, go fuck
On your
yourself. Yeah, you're on your own.
Really?
I remember them saying that too. I don't remember at what point that was at, but
Well, and that's the thing, because I had someone talk to me and was like, hey man, if you get it again and you're not vaccinated, like you're not getting paid this time.
You should be like, hey,
This is
how do
what's
you
happening.
know?
How-
How do you know?
how do you know?
And that was like kind of the other thing with it. It's like, what? How would you know if I'm not?
Yeah, go fuck yourself, pal.
Antonio Brown?
What?
Little fake vaccine card?
Oh.
Ah,
Next
I
thing you
think-
know, you're gonna be naked in a pool, whipping your
No,
dick out,
no.
taking
I feel like
selfies
if
with
you're-
Giselle in your bed.
If you're wealthy, you can like if you're awfully, like a pro athlete, you can get away, fake card.
Oh yeah,
Obviously.
Theo. I
He
think
almost
Theo
did.
Vaughn tweeted recently.
Like, how
He
hard
was
is that
like,
to-
"So what do we do with
how do
our
you
fake
get caught?
Vax cards?"
Yeah, like, how do you get caught?
How do you get caught?
I mean,
I left my vaccine cards. Fuck.
I mean, even
Just
Aaron.
remembered.
Yeah.
Do we still need those?
he was immunized.
I need it. We're about to get our passports, so we need them for that.
Are you fucking serious?
Some cruises you still need it. Just
Yeah.
stuff.
My sister had to do it for when they went to Germany.
So, I haven't done a single like booster whatsoever.
No.
Does that matter?
No, if you get the card, you're good.
Oh, okay.
But you gotta have it.
Yeah, fuck.
You can go to Walgreens or CVS and just get it recopied.
So what's
That's
gonna be interesting is like 20 years from now, when shit starts like, random shit starts happening to people.
Yeah. I am legend status.
That's gonna be weird.
I'll be okay.
I'll be okay.
I'll be
I've never
I'll be
gotten
the
stabbed.
first one to fucking go.
Probably. 100%. I'll just be sitting there, and the next thing I know, I'll look over, you'll be bald, look like a hairless hamster. I'm
Mustache.
Oh my god.
Like,
Mustache still going, but
Have a V6 Camaro.
Like, what's going on with you, man?
V.
Looking back at his life.
Oh my god, Jacob.
Where has time gone?
That's not even a rip to me right now.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not.
But
Respectfully.
Respectfully, of course. With all due respect.
All right. We should get off the.
yeah, we gotta get off that.
We'll be here all day.
That shit was like 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? It's old news.
Old news.
See? Exactly. Old news, just like everything else. Forget about it.
We're gonna. Oh, my bad. What you feeling?
One thing I've been waiting to hear all year.
No. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Never mind.
No,
that was
go.
really
Oh, go ahead,
rude.
go ahead,
That was
go
really
King
rude.
Henry is officially inactive.
Yeah.
Is he really?
Not that I have him in playoffs or nothing.
Sorry,
But
Brad.
No, I was gonna say, we talked about it on the last one. You were coming up on your end of 75 hard, and now you're officially done.
I am officially done with it. That is correct.
What a man! Can
I-
I
how do
put
you
up
feel?
the pictures side by side?
You 100% can.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'll
Yeah.
How do you
try
feel?
to figure out how to do that.
I felt great.
no, like now that you're just chilling, not doing nothing.
Oh, man.
You've been a fat ass past
So
4
nice.
days.
Past 3 days, yeah, I definitely have been. I've been grubbing. I've been eating a lot of.
I know we haven't gone to the gym.
Been eating a lot of pizza and burgers, I tell you that. But I definitely am gonna get back into it tomorrow. That's when I'm gonna get back in the gym. But
Don't lie. Don't
no,
lie.
I am because
Thank
I'm
God.
not gonna lose all my progress. But
Thank God.
Wait, thank God why?
Because I don't go to the gym by myself. I won't go.
yeah,
I need him.
it felt good. I ate my first meal off of my diet at 12:04
You didn't get sick?
right after midnight. No, I actually didn't. I thought after
Like-
eating
Like Reese's
all that
stuff and all
shit,
that, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna crap
Yeah, I'll
myself.
say
But
go right through you.
I actually didn't.
No headache, nothing like that?
No, I mean it. I don't know. My body just sucked it in.
Boy, didn't
Loved
waste
it.
no
Your
time.
body was fucking dying for it. It was like, thank God.
Sweet Jesus. Yeah,
He sent me a video of him eating a fucking like cinnamon roll and all this kind of shit like
Oh,
that.
so good.
You could have had some pretzels and played darts.
You could have had pretzels and played darts last night, pal.
Man, I'm telling you, I wanted to just lay in bed so badly. I knew immediately when you called me what you were calling me about. I was
Some
like,
people just don't
Yeah, bro. What were you?
Answer.
What were you doing last night?
Here.
reply to, reply to
I was-
everything else.
I was here. Oh, you know I wasn't coming out. I got done playing ball. It was probably home about 7. I had already DoorDash at the court. Wingstop. Wingstop arrived at 7:33, I think.
Time out, guys. Hang on.
Yeah, we're chilling there. Yeah, we were chilling there, and then I was like, "Hold on, Javon, what should I get?" Call me a fat ass. I'm like, "All right, fuck it, Wingstop." And then yeah, and I got home at 8.
Where'd you play at?
The fire station, just outdoor. It wasn't bad. You should have went, pal.
Hey,
Where were you yesterday?
I told you I wasn't going.
No, you didn't. No, the fuck you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, Brad.
I'll let you know if I go.
You should know exactly what that
No,
means.
that's why I didn't text you again that day. But
Oh my God, she's gonna be so fucking mad.
no.
Yeah, you.
care to share what just?
It was just a friend of mine texted me the link about Andrew Tate getting arrested for human trafficking, and I like to mess with her, so Sent her
He
back
cra-
a funny response.
Cracked a
The
little
girls are gonna
joke
kill
in.
him now. He's
Oh
gonna
yeah.
Oh yeah.
be crucified.
He really is.
But no, you know personally yourself. If I say, or if you take and say, yeah, I'll let you know, man. I already know that's a no.
I mean, I didn't text you because I knew you probably weren't gonna go.
I don't like playing out there. It's fucking
Oh,
shitty.
I like going to Kelly Ray, but I don't want to get shot at.
I was gonna say something about that. Like, you were strapped.
There indeed was an instance
I got
with a gun at Kelly Ray.
There
Pull
was,
up
there
with the 9 just to play a game.
No,
bro.
if it was like if you would have said Rose, I probably would have went.
So yeah, like I don't know. I was playing ball. Okay. Yeah. And then I was like, fuck it. Like I don't feel. I was to be honest. I give you the honest truth. I didn't think about it. I did. I was like, you know what? Let me go.
God.
Oh.
Oh shit! Is that door open?
No, Flynn's up.
Brad's got a 300-pound pit bull, so sorry guys.
Yeah, we're good. I knew the dogs were out. I thought Flynn liked them. I guess not.
Oh well, I mean, when he just randomly walks out, pops up.
He barks at
in the
anybody.
house though. But yeah. I mean, I thought about it, but it's just tired. I was just tired. I mean,
Yeah, you know, it's not like we were out late.
I know. Well,
Well,
he was.
okay.
Jacob was.
The lights came on at high C, so I was like,
God
eh.
damn, really?
Yeah.
Dude, you
By
should have.
myself?
You left him?
No,
No.
you should have told me that you were going somewhere else. I would have went.
No, I was just
Because
going
you,
to Patty's.
because you said, "What are you doing after this?" And I was like, "I don't know, just chilling."
Yeah.
And that was more of a, if you were gonna go somewhere after.
Oh no!
you,
At that point, I did not know what I was doing, and then when I started
Oh,
driving,
okay,
I'm
okay,
like,
okay.
"Ah, I'll just
Fuck
good.
it.
I'll swing by Patty's, and then had a couple drinks, and then people were there actually, so I started hanging out with some people, and then it got a little late. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna head home, and then I passed another place that I hadn't been to in a while,
Gotta stop and
damn.
say hi.
and I happened to be like a regular there, or used to.
Back
And,
in your heyday, all 3 months ago.
No, it's been about a year and a half, but yeah, so I just say hey to the bartender and all that. So
The same one?
Beef?
Yeah.
yeah,
Damn.
shout out Beef if you're listening.
Y'all were all over. Well,
I was, and then
you were.
by myself, they're just hanging out, and then he flicked the lights on. I'm like, oh,
You could just
I
told
guess
me
I'll
to
I'll go
leave.
home now. So there's no Call of Duty or nothing. I had to wake up at 5 to feed the dogs, and then I had to take Morgan to work.
Oh my
For real?
god! Did you go back home and go to sleep, or did you
course.
take old Gma out for
Oh,
lunch
no.
and stuff?
I took her to lunch. I had to come here, get a car, because I mean, like I said, I live 20 minutes away, so it's pretty.
Oh, no wonder why you had the coffee and the energy drink then. Holy shit!
Yeah, so I
dude.
got home at like 3, and I took a nap for an hour. Like literally took a nap in bed, and then had to do that.
No, I went. I left there, went to a friend's house, hung out for a little bit, and then went home. And
What's
then that's when
next?
you were like sending the text.
You were
like,
driving too. This guy.
Had to double check. I heard, and then I heard nothing. I'm like, oh.
The nothing was his fucking mouth wrapped around your leg or some shit.
He tried to bite me that one time and then didn't even pierce the skin.
He's a little one. He's
Weak.
a child.
Weak.
No, it's because he secretly loves me. He just has to act tough in front of
Yeah,
my mom.
that's it. That's
He's like,
all
you
it
know
is.
what, man? I like you a lot, but I'm just act like I don't like you in front of my
Yeah,
mom.
I act like I'm gonna bite you, but I'm not really gonna bite you.
He bit me in the face,
Oh, he did. He did bite Jacob in his face.
like sideways. I smelled his breath. Had a black eye.
he had a black
Cut.
eye.
He probably like licked you afterwards. Like, I didn't really mean that, but
I was just kidding.
yeah, come on, dude. It's a social experiment.
I felt so bad.